I'm at William H. Gray III 30th Street Station in Philadelphia, taking a look at some of the lesser known transit modes throughout the Delaware Valley. Am I riding Amtrak? No. Am I riding SEPTA? Also no. Today, I'm taking the New Jersey Transit Atlantic City line. You may be familiar with New Jersey Transit's 11 heavy rail lines connecting Central and North Jersey with the New York metro area. However, New Jersey Transit has a bonus line in South Jersey linking Atlantic City and Philadelphia. The Atlantic City line's origins date back to the mid-1800s when multiple railroads operated service to Atlantic City. Eventually, the owners of these lines, the Pennsylvania Railroad and the Philadelphia and Reading Railway, would consolidate into the Pennsylvania-Reading Seashore Lines, or PRSL, in 1933. While almost all of these lines are now defunct or carry strictly freight, the Atlantic City line survives as South Jersey's only commuter rail service, though not without its hiccups. We'll take a look at its history as we showcase the stations along the line. Today's trip takes us approximately 68 miles from the western terminus at 30th Street Station in Philly to the eastern terminus at Atlantic City Rail Terminal and lasts about 90 minutes. With the recent fare increase, traveling the full line will cost $12.35. We leave 30th Street Station, the line's only Pennsylvania stop, where it connects to Amtrak, SEPTA, New Jersey Transit buses, and regional bus routes. We travel along Amtrak's northeast corridor, passing the Philadelphia Zoo and crossing the Schuylkill River before heading through North Philadelphia. We then pass the Shore Interlocking and Frankfort Junction. It was here where the ill-fated Atlantic City Express service, subsidized by public and private casino development funds, once stopped. It briefly ran from 2009 to 2011 before ending due to low ridership and monetary losses. Trains traveled with both electric and diesel locomotives from New York and Newark Penn stations down the northeast corridor, stopping here to switch power and reverse direction towards Atlantic City. After Frankfort Junction, the line crossed the Delaware Bridge over the Delaware River, leading to its first stop at Pennsauken Transit Center. This station is the line's newest, connecting to New Jersey Transit bus routes and the River Line light rail. Following next is Cherry Hill, a small park and ride platform with connections to local and regional buses. This station was briefly used by Amtrak, which we'll get into in a moment. We then come in alongside the PATCO, which also uses former PRSL right-of-way. We pass the Haddonfield station below its grade before becoming level with the line to fly past the Woodcrest and Ashland stations at speed. The next stop is Lindenwold, which connects the PATCO's eastern terminus and New Jersey Transit buses, notably Route 554. Which also runs to all remaining Atlantic City line stations. Diving back into the history, in the 1960s, after the opening of the Atlantic City Expressway, ridership on the line dwindled. Eventually, service was cut back from Lindenwold to Atlantic City using Budd rail diesel cars, which ended in 1981. By 1989, the disused line was restored by Amtrak, which ran its Atlantic City Express from various cities throughout the Northeast to Atlantic City in a variety of service patterns over its time, including, briefly, from the Philadelphia airport. New Jersey Transit also restarted service from Lindenwold to Atlantic City a few months later, with some service restored to Philly. The two operators ran concurrently until Amtrak ceased service on April Fool's Day of 1995. The next day, New Jersey Transit began running all of its trains to Philly and has done so since, with one footnote. The line closed in 2018 for 9 months to allow for positive train control installation, the agency's only line to completely shut down. The line reopened in May of 2019. The next stop is Atco, a park and ride with a connection to the 554 bus and not much else. Passing the historic Winslow Junction, the line then stops at Hamilton, connecting to a local free shuttle and the 554 bus. The station is walkable to the only substantial downtown business district on the line, worthy of its own video. Before and after Hamilton, we encounter some of the largest spacing on the line, allowing trains to reach their allowed max speed of 80 miles per hour. 11 miles later, we reach Egg Harbor City. This station is the closest to the Atlantic City Airport, with a free weekday shuttle running limited service to the airport and nearby Stockton University. A 2021 study suggested expanded rail or bus service to better connect to the airport, and local politicians are interested in making it so, though no major public developments have been noted in the time since. The last intermediate stop is Absecon, with connections to a local bus plus the 559, which goes all the way to Lakewood. As we complete the last 6 miles, the Atlantic City skyline comes into view. We pass an old airport and former minor league ballpark before crossing 6 lanes of the Atlantic City Expressway Connector Highway at grade while pulling into the rail terminal. Here one can connect to the Atlantic City Jitney's train shuttles, which I'll cover more in the next installment. Perhaps the best function of the ride to AC, these shuttles provide a free trip to and return pickup from any of the city's casinos. The Atlantic City bus terminal is about a half-mile walk from the station. It serves a number of local and regional routes, plus the 319 to New York's Port Authority bus terminal. Through the ups and downs of Atlantic City, the rail connection has persisted. If you're going to visit, it's not a bad option. Although it only runs 12 trains per day in each direction, it's decently timed for most commuters. It provides a welcome alternative to the traffic and tolls of the highway ride between the two cities, particularly during the summer season or for major events. While traveling for this video, I noticed several riders using the line to transfer with the Patco or commute into West Philly. With any luck, the future may hold growth in ridership and service for this vital South Jersey connection. Follow along for more on transit, food, and culture in the Delaware Valley and beyond.
Train to Philadelphia. Philadelphia train at Beacon Station first. Passengers are reminded that the first stop car is the designated quiet car. Folks, you gotta be quiet if you're gonna sit in the quiet car.